Hi, this is Buzz Kanter from American Iron Magazine, and I just came back from a quick morning ride on my 1936 Harley Knucklehead. It's the first year EL, and if you're not familiar with the 36, it's the first year that Harley made the Knucklehead. It's the first year that Harley offered an overhead valve design, and it's the first year that Harley offered a recirculating oil system. Prior to that, the oil would go from the tank down into the motor and then just burn up and go away. So it's a pretty revolutionary machine. And they only made 1,532, I believe, of the 36 Knuckleheads. Not sure how many are left surviving, but it is the foundation for all air-cooled Harleys ever since, the big twins. So if you're riding an Evo or a Shovelhead or a Panhead or even a Twin Cam, it's based on this 36 Knucklehead. Let's have a look at it, shall we? One of the giveaways of a 36 Knucklehead versus the others is the air cleaner. That diagonal slash cut unit there is unique just to 36. And the reason it's called a Knucklehead is the heads, the top of the motor, have 4 big knuckles. So if you look at your knuckles, you got 4 knuckles, and on the top of the heads here you have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are the Knuckleheads. It's a flat side, where the cam case is, which was carried from all the Knuckleheads and into the Panheads and into the early Shovelheads. It does have a recirculating oil pump. Here's the oil pump here, and the lines go up into the oil tank. This is the distributor, which you can advance and retard with a hand lever. So, also unusual, on the early Knuckleheads, you can actually turn your gas lines on and off underneath the gas tank. So let's walk around it a little bit. This one is pretty correct, not 100%, but pretty correct for a 36 Knucklehead. And it's a great running machine. Some of the unusual things, obviously, it's got a Springer front end, which Harley offered all the way up through 48, with all the Panheads, Knuckleheads, and the 45s. And this one has a lock on it. This is kind of an unusual piece, the EA lock. Basically what it does is it pops off the bottom here, and the whole thing lifts up and out, then goes through the hole and out to the other side where it'll lock. And it's actually an early fork lock. 6-volt system, the headlights, the horn, the running light. One of the things that is unique to this is the 1936 had the speedometer is white face and 100 miles an hour. In 37, they went to 120 miles an hour, still white face. Also, this is a skull, called the skull, with the speedometer here, an ammeter, and an oil pressure gauge, and a switch in the middle. Harley still uses this design on quite a few of their bikes even today, and this is the first year they had it. Throttle on the right, open and close your throttle. On the left, this is your ignition. You can advance and retard the ignition, and a front brake lever up on top. The seat is sprung, as you can see here. It springs up and down because it's a rigid suspension, so there is no rear shocks. This is the first design that had the horseshoe oil tank, and there's a 6-volt battery inside, right in here, and the oil tank goes in a circle around it, which is down through here, the oil tank. The toolbox, saddlebags, rear stand. This drops down, and the bike can be pulled back and up on the sides or the rear stand to change your tire, to adjust the chain, lubricate it. Also, if you notice, there is a hinge in the rear fender, which makes it easier to change tires. You have a flat tire or anything like that. Has the bullet style taillight, which is built right into the fender. It's all one unit with just a small one. The previous owner put in these brake lights, the auxiliary running lights and brake lights, here on the license plate, as well as under the seat. On the other side, what do we have? Well, it looks fairly modern. A lot of newer bikes are copying it. A coil in the middle. So this is a 6-volt coil. The primary down through there, and the clutch. It's a toe heel clutch. So basically, if you want to go forward, you press the toe down. If you want to engage the clutch, press it back, and then you shift it by hand. Something unique about the 36 Knucklehead, the left-hand shifter is a straight gate. If you look here, it goes straight all the way back. There's no notches as they have in the newer bikes, and I believe this is unique just to the 36. Another thing that's unique is the shifter arm is round. It's round stock. It's not flat like the later ones. So there you have it in a nutshell, a 1936 EL Harley. One of my favorite bikes. It's just an unbelievable machine to ride. It's smooth and fast, handles great, looks pretty good. A true classic. Once again, this is Buzz Kanter from American Iron Magazine. Thanks for checking out a 1936 EL with me.